Hello, welcome to 7th grade U.S. History. I'm Lorraine Ryan. One of the first things I can tell you is that our history team is a team of dedicated teachers who love our subject and love teaching. So your kids are in very good hands. Our curriculum in 7th grade U.S. History is we pick up where 6th grade left off. 6th grade finishes with the Civil War. We pick up with Reconstruction and how we rebuilt our country in many different ways. After Reconstruction, we move into expensive expansion. That's pretty much our westward expansion movement. We talk about the mining frontier, and we talk about the homesteaders. We talk about the impact that westward expansion had on the Native American Indians. After that unit, we move into the Gilded Age. The Gilded Age is the umbrella subject that has multiple content areas under it. We have industry, we have progressivism, we have immigration, we have urbanization, we have invention. So it's a really long unit, but it's an excellent unit. The students are always engaged and very interested because so many things that took place during the Gilded Age, they are able to directly connect with what they now have and how things are today. So the students really like this unit. After that, we move into overseas expansion and the Spanish-American War and the Panama Canal, and we begin to see our country growing. And the students, again, make connections from where we started our curriculum to the growth of our country throughout the school year, and are able to refer back to those earlier units and seeing the progress and the development or the growth. Then we begin to get into the foreign affairs, and we start to see the United States involved in World War I. And this is where the students very much are interested. They want to know about these world wars, and they are interested in the people and the events and the battles and the outcome and how those causes led to certain things. The effects of the end of wars led to sometimes other wars, and the students are very interested, especially in World War I and World War II. But after World War I, we move into our fun unit, the Roaring Twenties, and we talk about all the lighthearted elements. We also talk about some of the not so lighthearted elements of the Roaring Twenties. The students have a silent movie project, which is usually very fun, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. After the Roaring Twenties, we hit the Great Depression, and everything goes from fun times down to not fun times. After the Great Depression, we cover World War II. We move into the Cold War, civil rights, and as close as we can, modern America, globalization, making any connections to what we have learned to present day America. So it's a jam-packed year of excellent curriculum, and the students, we keep them quite engaged. We have different teaching strategies. Many teachers have different teaching strategies. We have historical simulations where we put the kids in the middle of an activity of what they are studying about, and they usually are able to have a great sense of humor with it, and they see the comical element of being a person in an assembly line, but they also see the value in learning what it must have been like to be those people in the assembly lines, and to try to, again, connect what they have learned to what they are experiencing in the historical simulations. We analyze primary sources. We focus on historical thinking skills. We focus on cooperative learning so that all students are engaged at all times. We have long block classes, and we need to keep students engaged, and so we have activities and lessons that focus on keeping those students engaged, and not just engaged, but learning and retaining, and then being able to coach others and show what they have learned. And then, ultimately, always we focus on the making connections between history and current events. So that we have definitely had a lot take place in the past few years, and the students are always ready and able and interested in making those connections. Any special events throughout the school year? Again, as I was saying, we have simulations, we have an assembly line, there's boot camp, there's life in the trenches, we have Speakeasy, Life in the 1920s. There's a big silent movie project that the students have a lot of fun doing. We kind of do like a big Oscars night where the students come in and we watch their videos, and they present their silent movies, and there's nominations and categories. So the students have a lot of fun with that. We have some switcheroos possibly we're working on for students to get a chance to meet other teachers and see their teaching styles, so that the teachers can get to know other students on other teams, so that we are not just an isolated teacher who teach only these kids, but a team that knows all of the 7th graders, and we help all of the students, not just our own team students. So I hope that answered some of your questions, and we look forward to teaching your children next year. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Bye.